Hello, everybody. Welcome back on this Tuesday for some more Super Smash Brothers. After an incredible Granite State grind this weekend, we are back in NECC for Week 3 SNHU Blue, looking to get a big victory here after losing to Fisher last week. You know they're going to be hungry for this next one.
Yeah, and heading into Week 3, we're 1-1 in the standings now. And if I remember correctly, the getting into playoffs in Smash for NECC is a lot tighter than getting into playoffs for the other games. Because a lot of the... I think it's changed a bit now, but basically, you have to be top 4. It used to be you could be top 6 and still make playoffs. They'll just have a big bracket. Mm-hmm. But they really compressed it for Smash, so every game counts a lot.
Absolutely, and these players, Smash as a fighting game carries a certain level of competitive.
Be careful how you say that. Be careful when you say the word Smash as a fighting game. Some people will fight you.
It is a platform fighter. Fighter is in the name. It is a fighting game.
Yeah.
But I think innately
I'm
fighting games,
to be honest,
fighting games innately just have a certain level of competitiveness that starts even from the lowest of levels. So even before these players all get to the level that they're at now, that competitive fire is really burning. And I think once we get towards playoff time, that's going to spark even more so.
Smash, being a 1v1 game, it definitely has a unique side to it compared to, the other team games we have. But combining that, in the crew battle format, when it's your team and it's you individually, it hits in a way that you don't really get in other games.
Oh, absolutely not. There's nothing like Smash crew battles.
What esports? Sorry, I'm kind of pulling back. What esports are 1v1 other than Smash and StarCraft?
I was going to say StarCraft.
Are those literally it?
Other than traditional fighters?
Fighting, not Smash, sorry. Fighting games, period.
Yeah.
And StarCraft. I don't actually know if there are... I'm sure there are some obscure ones we don't know. But there are...
Surely there were some Quake...
Quake, no, you're actually right. Quake, no, Quake is actually played in duel. So Quake is the other one, and that's why Quake is the best esport of all time.
He said it. That's a little bit before me, so I cannot form an opinion.
Well, they tried to make it after you too, but it was bad. Quake Champions.
I was hyped for that.
Quake Live is just a lot better. I don't know what to tell you.
I was hyped for it, but didn't work.
Weren't we all? You know what else I'm hyped for? Going into games.
We were going on the same wavelength there.
Little Mac. Burr on Little Mac versus El Jefe's Incineroar. We've seen Jefe. I feel like this is a good... Yeah, I was going to say, feel like this is a good matchup. I feel like if I remember correctly, this Mac did a lot of damage the last time they played. I distinctly remember a Little Mac popping off at some point in our season.
Yeah, it has happened more than once, too, so I wouldn't be surprised. But I really do wonder how you try to deal with El Jefe on this Incineroar, but seems to be doing a good job of it. Not able to get the 2-frame, but that KO punch is online. Going to be very, very scary.
Impossible challenge. Revenge the KO punch.
Oh my god. That's an unplug your controller move right there.
Actually, Armor through the Lariat looks like losing that KO punch. Gonna have to charge it back up.
Yeah, and at this point, into Incineroar, you're at kill percent. Especially if El Jefe is able to get one revenge up here, you're not going to be able to get that KO punch back up before you lose this stock.
What is Mac's weight? I'm actually not sure. I feel like he's probably decently heavy, right? So it's probably going to take a bit to take out, but up smash, raw, just punishing that option when he runs straight up to him. Now, play on those platforms, make Mac jump. Might as well, right? If all you have to worry about is up smash or up tilt when you're on the platform above him, you might as well make him worry about it. There's the Lariat coming out early and revenging the side B, actually, but the Nair uses that charge. Only 35% racked up on that stock there, but Lariat seeming like a really good option already for El Jefe.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to point out that soft hit Nair did 20%.
Yeah, now, I said wasted the charge. It kind of it was pretty good still.
Yeah. Now, already, Burr at 90% has KO punch. Might try to get a combo out of it here, but at 90, this is not an optimal position. Whiffs it.
Spaced out.
Is able to get back to stage, so might be able to keep the pressure going here, but the tech is there, but no recovery.
just sent at an angle he really didn't want to go to. I think side beat instead of doing the up B, matching their attacks there, going right through the super armor of the Lariat. Lots of damage racked up really quickly by Burr on this map. Center stage, but decently spaced aerials from Hefe. Got him with a counter. Now a lot of pressure from Burr. F smash does not connect. He really wants to chase him down. Does go to the edge, catches him, but spaced out from that F smash. Look at Burr just avoiding these options, but armoring through the Lariat. He still narrowly survives, but he could just drop a KO.
Oh, there's a two frame.
Wow.
That's all you can say. That was great recovery there by Burr. I absolutely expected them to lose that second stock, but no, they kept their cool and really just pumped out so much percent so quickly. I think it really just overwhelmed El Jefe a little bit there.
Yeah.
Ended up working out in their favor.
I think I'm probably happy that they had Mac on a character that really doesn't want to go off stage too much.
For sure.
Because, I mean, Burr's recovery seemed pretty good. I mean, he was getting back pretty efficiently, even when he was knocked pretty far away. But you know, definitely a benefit knowing like he's probably not going to want to chase me too far in the one area that I can't really compete.
Yeah, it's not like you're playing into like a Jigglypuff or something, or like a Yoshi who can just fly around the stage. And yeah,
just arrowing you 75 times off stage.
That's so fun. That's so cool.
Yeah,
a character could just do that, isn't it?
Yeah, getting caught, I mean, because the knockback from the arrows makes it really tough here. Surprise, actually, for me. Adam, who are you going? Bowser, okay. We have Insignia going in, playing Bowser. Not playing the Wario that he's been piloting recently. Piloted to some good success, actually, at Granite State Grind this past weekend. We'll also see him playing at a lot of locals, too. A lot, you know, at Radiant Saga and Live Free or DI. We actually got a new winner at Radiant Saga the other day.
Did we?
Yeah. Previously Accelerate, now Kevin, or Kev N is his tag. I'm assuming it's just pronounced Kevin. Sorry if I'm not going Kevin, and it's supposed to be that way. But was number 3 in the state a while ago, I believe. Number 3, number 4. Young Link Man came back after like a couple months of hiatus and took an RS. Beat a lot of good players too there.
That is huge for them, but I believe we are just about ready here.
Clean, smooth.
Look,
no one can tell we were transitioning scenes. I could have had it. I shouldn't have handed it off because I could have done it.
When you throw me curveballs that don't hit the plate, I gotta find something here. Insignia rolling out on the Bowser here onto Pokemon Stadium as well. I think it's just gonna be a really tough matchup because, I mean, Bowser is so much faster than you expect him to be.
Yeah. But, I mean, Burr's already doing a really good job of actually pressuring into Insignia. I will say, though, I feel like a lot of them have been playing offline a lot. Mac is not a character I feel like you want to see on Wi-Fi.
No. It's kind of the Ganondorf problem where you can just kind of let stuff rip, and sometimes it works. The problem is if you get caught off stage, then that's going to happen. A big forward air is going to secure that stock. Insignia at 111 here
He could live a long time, too. That's the benefit of Bowser. Like, Mac's attacks are so strong that it might honestly not even make a huge difference. But, actually narrowly avoiding it, but the second down smash is going to be the one that finds it. See him going for something, just trying to find a way. But again, good to have a character for SNHU that can go off stage, right, and actually apply some of that pressure while that Mac is trying to recover up the out of shield. The Bowser Classico catching him there. Yeah, Tilt wants to chase, maybe goes a little far for it, but we'll be able to make it back, no problem. KO punch ready to go. Insignia just trying to space it out. F-Tilt actually put in the way of it, avoiding the counter, but sent flying off to the side.
Yeah, and like you said, this is the pressure that Bowser puts on. Heavy, fast, and able to go off stage. You can see Burr not nearly as comfortable in these offstage situations, and definitely not comfortable there.
He vanished. Disappeared.
Sent to the shadow,
Gone in an instant.
I didn't think that was gonna kill. I don't know about you, but Insignia.
It didn't look like it. It did not look like it was going to kill.
Really didn't. I don't know if that was just unlucky or maybe a DI mix-up or something or other, but regardless of what caused it, Insignia takes down Burr here. 9 stocks to 8. SNHU only has to make up 1 stock here to bring this back to even. And like you said, with how Insignia has been performing lately, with how much he's been grinding, I could see him running this back pretty far.
We've seen him run the gambit before. I'm trying to remember all the players on NEIT, and this is no offense to anybody on NEIT. We just see a lot of Smash games where we see our players all the time, and we see them in real life, but we only see the people we play once a semester, at best sometimes. I think Burr was the best player on NEIT the last time we saw them play. I distinctly remember being impressed by a Little Mac player, and then thinking, oh wow, they should put that guy in last as an anchor, because usually you save your best player to be your anchor most of the time. Sometimes you can start with him. It really depends on what you think they're going to do, but
the collegiate scene is so interesting because it changes so much semester to semester.
Yes.
Just for some of our teams here, from semester to semester, we've had significant shakeups. A lot of players graduating, a lot of new people coming in. That's going to be a thing that's happening throughout the entire scene. So it's very difficult to kind of get that read long term, because so many things can change. Players graduate, players don't feel the game anymore, new players come in, that new blood revitalizes the team, changes things up a little bit. It's so dynamic, and that's what makes, I think, collegiate one of the most interesting esports scenes, period.
Yeah, I agree. The ability of the fact that all the teams are changing so often, it is kind of nice because you never really know what to expect going in, and you can be pleasantly surprised a lot of the time. I mean, speaking of changing, our team, I feel like as soon as we started doing online crew battles, has shifted a lot.
Oh yeah,
I feel like our team has almost leveled up significantly since we started doing those online crew battles, because they had more of, I guess, competition that they would be doing, other than just we have a Smash team and then they go to tournaments, right? But now they're actually competing against other schools, because we think about the roster from, I guess, when I started here. You were already here by then. You actually were here before me, I think.
A little bit, yeah.
By a little bit. From then to now, I mean, back then we had Cabellub, and I think that was the only power ranked player in the state that we had. And now pretty much everyone on the team is or has been power ranked in the state of New Hampshire before.
And it's so interesting to see that progression too, because ever since we've been doing those crew battles, we've generally, as a school, placed fairly well, but that placement has stayed consistent. The competition has just gotten stronger and stronger every year.
As more people come in, more schools are also even putting, scholarship money behind it. So bigger name players are coming in, I mean, bigger name players, you can't have a bigger name than Fisher.
Yeah.
Sonics, literally arguably the best player in the world. He's definitely the best online player in the world. I just find it hard to argue against the Acola Sparko duality. I think this could absolutely be Sonics this year. Don't get me wrong.
Fair enough.
But either way, you see these big names coming in. I expect to see many more, but we don't know what names we're going to see as we head into game. Insignia still on one side, but the other, it is Nazir playing Shulk. You know what? They remembered the Shulk player as well. And I think someone said they had a Game & Watch. They were talking about this team earlier. We'll see what ends up happening here. But Insignia starting this off very, very strong. Hey, 2 Shulks in 3 days.
That is 2 more Shulks than I think I've seen throughout the entirety of my time spectating Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But it's so difficult to play into Shulk, because if you lose any ground at all, it is highly likely that you're going to take a lot of damage, potentially lose a stock out of nowhere. And Shulk is just so slippery with those jump and speed abilities, is able to have an immense amount of sustain with the shield. You really just can't let Shulk have any control at all here, and Insignia seems quite keen to do that at this point. Gets the forward tilt at ledge. That's going to secure a stock very, very quickly.
Nazir is used to people not having Shulk matchup experience. Little do they know these guys just played against Meatburger at Granite State Grind just before. The hitboxes that Shulk can put out, they're slow, but they can be overwhelming if put out appropriately here. It looks, Nazir is doing well at putting up these defensive walls, but Insignia has been avoiding them very effectively, and now avaiding that edge guard attempt, but the second hit of the air slash with the smash boost will do it. You don't normally see Bowser go down that quickly, but that's what the Monado arts can do for you.
Yeah, very, very smart there, but getting drop kick, sent flying stage right. Going to be an even game right now, and I think it's all about who's able to get the early momentum here. Insignia seems poised to get it, and if you're able to bring that to the bank, you're going to be up in stocks here.
And trying to get the up air shield parries the F tilt, not gonna push it immediately. Speed Monado, this could be the start of a combo from Nasir, but air dodging that side B misinput. Wanted to go back to ledge, couldn't do it. And the Tigers keep the lead over, maybe not the Penman, but the Tigers keep the lead. There's still a few players obviously left for 2 players left for SNHU. Who do they send in into a Shulk? I mean, there's the option of there's Thrigs who have played Sephiroth, or Yoshi, there's Steven with the Mario, and there's Crust with Falco, and Rob, I'll say it for his sake. He's been playing Rob a little bit more on Wi-Fi, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean...
Sorry, I mean OU the King, Burger King. That was his tag at GSG, I almost forgot.
That's a callback.
That's a 3-day callback. I don't even know if I would.
Dude, 3 days is a long time. I don't know.
In this day and age? That's like 10,000 TikToks ago. The world has changed,
so
man.
True. So true, bestie. I really don't know who they're going to bring in here. I think really any of their options could do some solid work, especially since you
think Thrigs.
I did hear some send Thrigs.
Right. I didn't even hear that. I was right.
Well, I did.
Yes.
But I didn't want to hedge my bets, you know. I'm not a gambler, but I really it's tough to strategize because you don't want to focus too much on that match's hand because you only have to take one stock. You're kind of trying to look ahead a little bit.
Yep.
I'm sure these teams have both scattered each other out, so they're kind of trying to figure out, okay, once this guy goes down, then who are we going to send in next? And who are they going to try to counterpick with? And that's really the strategy that you don't see in any other fighting game. We talk about how unique crew battles as a format are, but it really does not get stated enough just how much strategy can really go into these.
Yeah, team order can make or break you because you send in a character that has a lot of counters, and then suddenly they can put anyone in second, and then you are forced to maybe make some hard choices if you don't know what they have coming up next. I'm not sure exactly how much scouting we were able to do. I remember, again, they heard the Tiger. I said, you guys play the Tigers, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, I think they have the Game & Watch and the Shulk. So they know at least one more character beyond the Little Mac.
Right.
But who knows how much further. But still, Thrigs looks like it will be heading in. I'm going to ask him again before he goes in if he's what character he's playing. Thrigs, who are you playing? Seph. Okay, Sephiroth. So, that basically medium range zoner, zoning with the massive hitboxes that Sephiroth puts out. You can definitely Sephiroth definitely outspaces Shulk, or at least does it a little bit faster.
Has to, right? I think I hope so. A lot of Shulk's longer range hitboxes have a fairly significant delay to them because they have
to activate.
Yeah, they come out
like 2 stages, and then it pops out afterwards.
Yeah,
they just reworked Sephiroth in HDR. He's so sick.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. They turned counter into if you tap it, the effect just happens in front of you, but if you hold it, it goes like further away.
That's rad.
And they made it up B detonates the flares, so you can flare them, hit them with your up B, and then like hit them with the far down B, and they just go flying. It's great. We're going into game. I'm not talking about HDR anymore because we're not watching HDR. We're watching regular vanilla ultimate.
Very smooth.
Thank you.
If you gave me crap for it, I can give you crap for it. At least once. I've earned my one.
It's fine. This is the Monado's power. Oh, I was going to say, I was really hoping Thrigs would get really aggressive after that just because I find it really... Lines like that are really funny if you like immediately get comboed after that.
Too much respect here.
Well, you have to. You have to with Sephiroth. You're not engaging with Nair against a Shulk. I feel like that's just absolutely not the play.
No, I think really Thrigs is just going to look for a little bit of a mistake to capitalize on and then just let that spiral a little bit. Just keep the Shulk at arm's length here, not allow Naz to get in too deep, especially when those Monado arts come online. Just keep the pressure up, wait, burn them out. But, I mean, Naz is doing a really good job at getting in here.
Yeah, playing a lot of percentage. The problem, though, with the comeback mechanic that Sephiroth has, normally the one wing would trigger now, you know, amplify some of the abilities, some of the just what Sephiroth can do, and because Nazir had to SD twice, it is going to trigger a lot later. Good punish on the backslash there, sending him flying now. So the jump to recover, but well spaced here by him, in the up smash will send him up. Not going to be able to follow up here, but no Monado arts. Only active for the Shulk. Sephiroth sent so far to the blast zone. He has Buster, but you don't really want to rack up percent here.
Yeah,
trying to go for that kill.
I don't know if Buster was smart there. Drops it before it expires on its own. There's the one wing. Smash art is out, but that's going to leave you a little bit more vulnerable here.
Thurx is waiting it out so well, actually. It is over, and Thurx didn't take a single hit or even give him a chance to do one, almost taken down off the top. Next hit will probably honestly do it. Thurx is hoping to catch some aggressive play from Nazier, but caught jumping out of shield by that up tilt, still staying alive. There's the grab. I don't know how powerful Shulk's throws are. Never mind.
Not enough.
Not very, if you're wondering. If you're just keeping track at home, they're not.
Smash art nair though at like 120. That's gonna do it.
That will certainly do it.
That'll do the trick, and that's a really good stock to take if you're Naz. That's a little bit of extra credit here, and Thurx really just has to find the one move to get the kill here. Sends out the flare, but the armor on the ledge is gonna make sure that Naz is able to stay alive, just balancing these Monado arts really, really well right now.
There, just putting out damaging hitboxes there. The Dare Spike won't end up doing it. Shield will definitely keep Nazir alive for at least the length of this arc, but it is already over. Speed activated, spacing out Thurx's options really well. He just wants to get those fair carries off stage. We're not going to find it here. Run up shield won't do it. Can't even charge that neutral special because of the speed at which Shulk can approach from F-tilt. Almost does it on the edge. Fully charging that, trying to catch the recover.
Gibson! God, I got hit by a soft hit of the full charge flare. Sent tumbling down to the depths.
That's like someone dying in Final Destination by not by a semi-truck hitting them, but like a semi-truck hitting a stuffed animal that flies into them, and then they trip. That's what that was. 999 kilometer per hour max launcher speed.
That's ridiculous.
That must have been the smash there, right?
Yeah, it has to.
That has to have been.
That number can show up in a standard game of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. No modifiers, no items, no gimmicks. Some gimmicks.
Well, don't get me started on gimmicks.
You play Banjo.
I don't actually play Banjo.
You played Banjo for like a week.
That's not playing
enough.
Banjo.
That's enough.
I didn't use his gimmicks. I used his hitboxes because I just used his normal attacks because I played Banjo-Kazooie as a kid, and I was like, and I just wanted to play Banjo.
Sure. Wonder Wing enjoyer over here. I played with you. I can say it.
I just enjoy things that are fleeting.
Fair
There's
enough.
something about really soaking in the how temporary life is. That's why I like Banjo-Kazooie, because it's not. Every time I use a Wonder Wing, I'm just reminded. I gotta enjoy life while I have it.
Is that the lesson you get from DLC Fighter Pass 2?
Yeah, that's the only lesson I get from DLC Fighter Pass 2. I also learned
Minecraft Steve is really strong.
I was about to say, I also learned that different stages give you different materials.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that life is fleeting, and I learned that you should dig for redstone on Pokemon Stadium too. Those are the only two things I've learned from being a Smash Brothers fan.
That tracks.
Yeah, I hope so.
I unfortunately, the only DLC I think we're going to be seeing here is from Thurx on the Sephiroth.
We don't know who's coming. Other than the Game & Watch, unless the Game & Watch was Burr and they were just playing something else, we don't know who is coming for NEIT. We'll know for Game 2. And maybe, Duffy, who are they sending in? We'll find out. It is a Sonic player, so not DLC, but it's got that energy.
I am biting my tongue.
We're supposed to... We're commenting. We're supposed to make it exciting. What's wrong with a little challenge every now?
Into a Sonic game?
No, some Sonics play kind of hype. I'm going to be honest.
I suppose.
It's just that the high level Sonics play slow because you have to at that level, right?
Right. But that's lame.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people play lame when you're playing for thousands and thousands of dollars. We'll see exactly how lame this one is. I have a feeling not at all. Let's go into game and we'll see what we are looking at here. Still Sephiroth on one side. Drix has to jump off. XEZ. That's a fun name to say.
That is a very fun name, actually. My stock on XEZ has risen significantly just from seeing the tag here. Already getting a little bit aggressive, but getting punished for it.
Yeah, Sonic has to get... I mean, Sonic is omega stubby, so it's going to be kind of tough to space into the Sephiroth. Shadow Flares will probably be interrupting this next combo. There it is, shielded, and Nair actually put some more pressure on the shield as well. But yeah, he's approaching!
He is.
He's approaching constantly, actually.
I respect it.
Sick.
I respect it, but it doesn't seem to be working out too great right now. XEZ at 72%, trying to get on platform, trying to find an opening, but like you said, just so stubby. Into a character like Sephiroth with those ginormous DLC hitboxes, it's so difficult to even find an opening, let alone execute on it, let alone take a stock with it.
Okay, I was going to say, Sonic can make it back. I don't even know why I was worried about it for a second. There, dash attack sends him out. The level 2 flare won't find it, and actually just well-positioned there by XEZ. Will Thrigs chase it? No, can't really apply. I mean, Sephiroth doesn't really have a down hitbox.
No.
There is one, but he's going to if he tries to use that one. So if Sonic recovers, Sonic knows, XEZ knows he can kind of recover low for free.
For sure, but it's still kind of tough because Sephiroth has plenty of tools that do provide that hit at ledge, particularly that flare, which we saw gimp out on the soft hit, and if you don't get hit by the soft hit, you're getting hit by the strong hit, which will send you flying. But sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes an F-tilt at ledge, you can just let that rip, and that'll take the stock.
The second F-tilt will do it. Wait, I just realized what's on.
I did too. I wasn't going to comment on it.
You're not going to comment on Last of Us? It's sick.
I mean, it's not the best song in that game. But
okay, that's fine. It's one of the few songs in this game. Actually, up smash on the platform almost going down. Is XEZ getting chased really efficiently, actually. Thrigs has kind of turned it on here for this stock. Another F-tilt here at ledge. Going to do the close flare. He tried to...
Oh my goodness, the magnets!
Yeah.
I cannot believe that XEZ was able to make it back to stage there, but I don't know if Thrigs was expecting that either. You know, maybe...
Sephiroth has one kill move and it's F-tilt.
Yeah, I was gonna say that maybe XEZ can like convert that into another stock here with Thrigs at 107, but you know, commentator's curse happened before I could even get it out, and now Thrigs again in advantage state, but again I cast the curse it. The back air comes out from XEZ, one stock to one stock here.
So he really wants to get Shadow Flare. I think he just wants to be able to interrupt the game plan or maybe kill Sonic a little early. Up air spam grab will get him, force him. Again, just getting below Sephiroth I feel like is so good. Because like he either has to like counter you or try to dare. I don't want to dare
and
Sephiroth.
Neither of those are particularly safe options.
You up special down? Like I guess that's a way to recover down, but like you just do not have a way to. He really tried. XEZ tried to read that roll in, get SNHU onto their last player. Not going to find it here. Percentage is very close. Actually, almost going for trying to get the 2-frame on that recovery. Won't find it with that dash attack. Getting grabbed though. Reading where he was going there, sending him very far into the blast zone. Still can't really chase if he recovers low.
Yeah, no, absolutely not, because nothing you can do low is safe at all. Sends out the max power flare, but not able to connect with anything. Gonna be looking for it again, so it seems, but this time it connects, sends off state. Level 2 flare is not gonna hit that wing coming out. It's gonna buff Thrigs even more, but gets spiked, is able to make it back to ledge in a bit of a disadvantage and take his position, but gets the up air, recovers from it perfectly. Absolutely beautiful recovery there from Thrigs. Gonna send the NEIT Tigers down to their last player here in game 1.
Great chase there off the top. Having the I just noticed NEIT is the blue Pikmin. I'm getting stared down by that blue Pikmin as I saw the arena for the first time. Great play by Thrigs, I think, playing into that Sonic. I think XEZ was not playing patient, but it wasn't hurting him at all. I mean, you saw really good aggression. I mean, Hitbox coming out, stalling the approach sometimes with homing attack just out of range of the Sephiroth sword. I think it was good, solid, aggressive play we saw from that Sonic, and it worked out. He was recovering the right way. He clearly knew the matchup, but Thrigs just got chased really far vertically at the end.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think at some point it just comes down to hitboxes, really.
Yeah.
And Sephiroth just has the better hitboxes. I also wouldn't be surprised if XEZ was thinking that spring Gimp offstage might have secured the stock there, but didn't end up doing so, and then Thrigs was just able to make it back to center stage really, really quickly.
Yep.
Which, then, like you said, chased beautifully into a up air kill off the top. Gonna put SNHU in a fairly solid spot here to take game one. Now it's a question of who do you run back with? If you've been saving your best player for last for NEIT, that's going to be good because you only have to take 4 stocks. It's a very even game, so there are definitely larger hills to climb. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who we will see. I'm no medium.
You're no medium. You also don't know who they're sending in. If Duffy could, I think Duffy's actually helping Yellow out right now, so I can't ask. Duffy is currently the coach of the Smash team, as we've said a million bajillion times. He is currently managing 2 matches at once, because Yellow has their game right now as well. I will say, Yellow actually won their game earlier. I say actually like it's a surprise. Yellow won their game early. Yellow won their game at 4 o'clock. They have another one right now. So
it's a long day.
Playing against. It is a long day for Yellow. I mean, they all left between games.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, no, definitely a long day.
2 games in a day?
Matches. Yeah, two games in a day. We'll see who the last player is for NEIT here in what could be the last game of this matchup. Thrigs only with 1 stock left. We can head into game and take a peek at who that's going to be. It is Board on the Cloud. Oh, canon matchup.
I was gonna say canon matchup here.
It's even more canon because the villain only gets 1 try, whereas the guy playing the main character can reload the save as many times as he wants.
Well, no saves being reloaded here, only 3 stocks. A little bit more of a grace period, but you still have whoever SNHU wants to send in the back here, and that wing is coming up so quickly here. That's the other side of the coin that we saw last game. Now that you are down in stocks so significantly, it comes in at literally 30.
Oh, spot dodging that dash attack actually. Limit is online though. Sephiroth really does not want to get hit by that here. Has to be really, really careful, avoiding that one and just spacing it out. F-tilt beats out that fair, coming out just a little bit too slow. Sent out so far, but again, can't really chase low. Everyone knows that, seems to know that weakness of Sephiroth.
Yeah, but even then, with Cloud's recovery being so vertical, I do believe that Sephiroth down air does hit through ledge at the very tip of it. So you are able to chase it a little bit. You're able to go for it. It's just not nearly as consistent because you're not able to go directly off stage and do it. Is able to shield out that cross slash too. Might set up for a big kill there. I believe that was up tilt.
Yep. Looked like it. This is how it feels like fighting him in Kingdom Hearts.
That spike hitbox doesn't come through, and if it did, Board would be very much joyous right now, but still, Thrigs has plenty left in the tank here if he's able to make it back to stage at that is anyway. The limit break does come online. Could be big at 111. 1 stray hit from limit break is gonna probably do it.
Up tilt actually almost does it itself. Could have honestly tried to go for the up special to chase. Limit might be going away fairly soon. Fair applying some pressure on platforms, and the limit's gone. Just too much damage taken. Thrigs with the Octa Slash will find him, parries it, but actually gets a clash there, blocking the F smash.
The shield break,
goodbye.
The full charge explosive. Oh my goodness! What a pop up!
I was kidding when I said cannon matchup. A lot of pressure on that shield. It can't happen again. Surely
no,
it can't
absolutely not. No way. But if it does happen again, Sephiroth is probably the worst character to get your shield broken by.
Yeah, that flare is kind of crazy.
50 now. Thrigs still hanging on by a thread.
There it is. Yep.
There we go. Sends at a silly little angle there, but regardless of the angle, board with one stock remaining is going to take down Thrigs. This is not impossible for the NEIT Tigers to run this one back here.
Again? Again?
No, I just wanted to get through before the camera.
Oh, sorry. Insignia ran past, and I was like, "You can't go in again. What are you doing?" I thought he was going back for round 2. He's like, "I'm on Wario now. That can't stop me."
That's Insignia's long lost brother.
Oh, on SNHU.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That seems like it. Let's see who's coming in. Only Steven and Crust left.
I believe I saw Cross moving towards the content room, but
they are standing. Steven and Cross are both standing next to each other, both with their controllers in their hands.
I'm a liar.
And you were confident about that.
I was very confident about it. Hey, I don't play any of these games.
Cross is moving over now. I will say, Calvin said I wasn't confidently wrong to him, so it doesn't count. So we're still at 2-2.
Oh, okay.
He said it, not me. I didn't even make a case. I said, I'm sorry I lost. He said, I didn't know, so you didn't lose.
As a self-appointed referee in this contest, no, that's not the rules. But whatever.
Crust,
I have no jurisdiction.
Where are you going? Falco, okay. Not Rob.
Yeah, I think the Rob is only being sent out on special occasions now.
Rob was cooking.
Yeah,
Rob was cooking when he played it before.
See, you're right, but there was definitely some peer pressure from the rest of the
to not play Rob
SNHU
ever
Blue
again.
Squad.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever heard the SNHU Blue Squad boo each other before Crest.
That is that Rob. And Insignia's D2D.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to keep it that way. That's cursed.
Well, we have Crust sitting down. Again, Falco coming in to close it out against the Cloud. It'll be...
Falco's not the character you want to play against when you only have one stock and a mediocre recovery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I honestly, didn't even think about that. How about Falco's ability to edge guard you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll find out how well that matchup will work out for NEIT. One stock left. We'll go into game and see how Crust handles it here against Board, who has to SD twice before he can start. Oh, he's getting ready. He's practicing, getting those up tilts ready.
Look at these incredible inputs here from Crust.
Do you think he's holding up on the left stick, or do you think he's just pressing up on the right stick?
I don't know.
You'll never know.
I haven't seen his controls.
I think he's a GameCube controller player for sure. I've seen his controller.
Correct. I have seen that. Regardless, Board with a tough challenge here, getting stuck in the cutscene. The drag down there is able to fall out of it, but 70% almost racked up in one combo. When you have one stock left, I mean, you got some rage building, but that's about it. You get hit with one back air at this point, it's over.
Hey, listen, you pick Cloud because you want to play a JRPG. There's a lot of cutscenes in those. Falco is just helping you get what you want here. Knocked way off. Limit back. Will have the up special to do it. Won't be able to find the edge guard there, but actually Illusion might start something. Crust with a great weight sends Cloud up and to the right. Up till trade does it. Only 8%. That stock disappears, and SNHU take game number 1.
That was like a magic trick. That stock was there, and now it's gone.
Yeah. Oof, damage given 8%. You know, I didn't notice there was a swim time on those stats.
There is?
Yeah. Well, it's like for when you fall in the water on Icicle Mountain or Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, but
not Wrecking Crew. The Wind Waker ship. I don't know why I said Wrecking Crew.
That's not Wind Waker.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I know.
I know. I'm driving the plane.
Any over Congo Falls.
I just don't know why that stat would be useful, but it's not useful for us, for sure.
Absolutely bodied. Yeah, no, there's no water on any. Why is there no water on any tournament legal stages?
Do you want me to go on a rant about
how much water sucks in Smash Brothers?
No. I think that the lack of legal stages in every Smash game is so boring. There are definitely some stages on the fringe of contention that should absolutely be considered for legality.
The stage list is not as small as it is for the sake of getting rid of any stage that has anything different. It's as small as it is because there are plenty of stages that could be for contention, but they all kind of serve the same purpose for enabling types of characters. So you put the stage list where it is so that you can ban out stages that are good for certain characters instead of not being able to ban out a archetype.
Yeah, but what if perhaps we got rid of Pokemon Stadium?
What?
I don't like that stage.
Okay, start playing and ban it.
No,
No, I don't think I will.
that's too much work. I can dislike Pokemon Stadium without
We
having
saw
to
Small
commit.
Battlefield like 5 times tonight.
I know, but I'm thinking back to 3 days ago to Granite State Grind, which you should watch every month.
You should. Everyone should. In
everyone
fact.
should.
It doesn't matter who you are. Well, maybe it kind of. You should watch Granite State Grind every month. At the very least, it's not Smash 64.
True.
Smash 64 is only Dreamland. That's it. That is literally it. That's all you get.
Doesn't Dreamland have a win box too?
Yes, because that's the most competitively integrous stage in the entire game.
Hey.
Some regions only have Hyrule Castle.
I was gonna say it could
You
be
watched
worse.
that
It could be
video too?
Hyrule Castle. Yes,
No, Hyrule
I
Castle
absolutely
was-
have.
Hyrule Castle was like one of the only other stages that were allowed.
Yeah, the
What was the
creator
other
of
one?
the longest match in Super Smash Bros.
Yes.
history.
You did watch that as well.
Of
What's
course
the
I did.
other stage? What's the other one that was legal? It was the Yoshi one, right? Super Happy
Oh,
Tree.
That sounds right. That sounds right. I'm gonna believe you.
Super Happy Tree.
The game really has evolved so much from.
We're talking about what stages were legal in Smash 64. We know. We said that first. We're talking about what other stages were legal. What?
Yes,
Yeah, we said those two. I remember there was one more before, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It's fine. We don't have a lot to talk about between games, Adam. I'm going to be real with you.
You just gave us a nice
He did
grin
give
and
us
a thumbs up.
Yeah, you know.
It's so interesting to see how much the game has changed over the years.
Oh yeah.
Because the core fundamentals of the game from Smash 64, they're still there.
Everyone
it's just-
Z cancels.
I'm talking core
Yeah.
fundamentals.
No, of course.
But at base, from an outside perspective, if you're not getting too deep into the weeds of like super hyper competitive play, the game is really, really similar mechanically from day one to now. But just the amount of stages that we have, for as much flack as Ultimate gets for not being able to use too many of the 80 some odd stages in the game.
Yeah.
It's still
There's still plenty of
there's
tournaments.
so much variety.
There's also still so many stages that you can play if you want to have fun. Like I have personally been enjoying no hazards off green greens recently.
Oh, okay.
I think it's fun. Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, you can kind of camp a little bit on the outside platforms, but like not so much that it's really that big of a deal. It matters a lot in like actual competitive play, but I'm not actually playing competitively. I only have one set win ever, and I think it was against a 12-year-old that came to Granite State Grind. And he taunted my wife, and she asked me to beat him. Yes, no, this is real, Adam. This is real. Yes. I wonder if she's watching right now. There's a non-zero chance that she just heard me tell
You
that story.
couldn't want more than that out of me.
What?
That whole sequence. I did.
Not that he beat it. He just taunted. And he was like, "Oh yeah, that was BM," and I'm like, "Oh, was it?"
Look, all I'm saying, I have
Come
one,
to GSG, everyone.
I also have one win at Granite State Grind, but I play Kirby, so that is a monumental achievement. I'm gonna put that on a plaque.
I got
that
reverse swept twice by Calvin at GSG.
Ooh, that's for the 2 times that you both have lied confidently to each other.
Yeah, and
Evidently,
he won both times. Literally, I was up 2-0, I think, both games. He played. He was like not playing Piranha Plant, and he was like, "Oh, I should play Piranha Plant at 2-0 at 0-2," and literally just reverse swept me with Piranha Plant.
Piranha Plant is such a real character.
Like, actually, though,
We need to see more
Actually,
Piranha
though.
Plant. I don't know if that's controversial, but I, as a certified Piranha Plant enjoyer, have the certificate hanging in my room. We need to see more Piranha Plant.
We do.
They're so silly.
Plant
and
is
goofy,
sick.
but- Yeah,
Didn't
no.
Spargo played Plant for like one term? We didn't see it again. Wait, didn't Mia? Okay, this is kind of Mia also just played. I think Mia just like played a Wi-Fi tournament on Me Sword Fighter.
Isn't that like
Not the worst character.
that's like the
It's the
second
worst
me?
me. No, it's like because like DDD and Ganon and like
No. But I said like second worst me. But
No, it is the worst me, but I know. I actually know who we're heading in with here. It's Insignia. I don't know what character's playing, but we are playing against Little Mac. Let's see how that matchup plays out in game number 1. It's Bowser.
I find it really interesting that they're leading with the Little Mac again. Burr put in a lot of work, but you'd think that they'd want Burr on the anchor position there.
It's
because they've been able to keep the game so close, you know?
Yeah. Some schools have different priorities. Like I said, Burr, I think we can say, now that we've seen the full set play out last time, Burr is definitely the strongest member of this team, I would say, at least from how they look gameplay-wise, right?
For
Does
sure.
he make it? Oh, he does.
They have to use the KO punch there, though, so you don't have that option. That is going to be real dangerous. Goes for the counter. Does not pay off. Going to be sent off stage there, and that forward air, yep. You get hit with one of those off stage, and you don't have KO punch to help you recover. That's your stock gone.
You know, I think SNHU actually had the read on the fact that we're sending the Mac in, because that's why they put Insignia in first. Normally, Insignia does not start first SNHU.
Oh, absolutely.
Insignia is almost always the closer. Command grab caught in the air. Tries to chase, but counter well timed by Burr. KO punches up, and it will absolutely kill Bowser right now.
It will absolutely, but you got to find the opportunity to end it. And I think it's already gone, but even if it wasn't, Insignia is perfectly fine to just play slow, camp things out a little bit.
Yep.
That 2 forward tilt combo is going to take the stock at ledge here, but Burr is in a really tough spot. Gonna get sent flying there. Already down to 1 stock remaining.
I feel like I haven't seen Mac get up attack. It must be really slow if Insignia is willing to wait that close to ledge.
Yeah.
He is waiting really close to ledge.
Yeah. I like you said, I don't think I've seen it either. But Mac isn't really a character that we see super often.
One of our friend group used to play Mac. That's one of the reasons I was asking, because I know you've definitely played against him more than I have. Oh my god. That damage up B, sending Insignia high up, 135% racked up very quickly in this stock. He just can't land. I noticed, I mean, he's playing a lot on that top platform. Battlefield, I feel like, probably not the best stage for Mac. Spaces out against that command grab, and the F smash gets him. KO punch also almost online. Really wants to chase him. Angel platform invincibility lets him do it. Forced to burn the KO punch. Shields the approach. Up B out of shield will send Burr back out. Well, timing on the counter, but just should have waited a little longer for doing that. Up B still takes that last hit. Forces Burr down into the blast zone, and the Mac, the threat of the Mac, is gone.
That's so dangerous for the Tigers here. That's the risk you take when you send out your strongest player first, because sometimes they can just sweep through. But when that doesn't work, you're kind of really put between a rock and a hard place, because you don't have that to respond to anything that SNHU pulls out. You know, maybe you save the Little Mac there to the anchor position, thinking that, you know, oh, we sent out Mac first game, so they're going to be anticipating that.
Yep.
Let's take a more favorable matchup with, say, Insignia to start things off, and then you still have the Mac in the pocket later down the line, so you can secure things out if things go a little south. And now you have to try to scramble to find some way to get yourself back into it, because we've seen how much Insignia can do with just 1 stock, especially on a character like Bowser, who is heavy, who is fast, who is able to make it back to stage a little later than you would expect.
My theory for why they would probably send in that Mac first, like, even though like they know you could potentially bait a good matchup, is I think it guarantees, if you think that Burr is going to be your strongest player, but he is a character that can be in a horrible matchup really easily, you at least force a blind pick, right? If you bring him in later, you know, and someone's already lost a stock, the odds of him taking 3 stocks are higher when he's not coming in to clean someone else up, and then they pick their next character, right?
That's fair. I understand where you're coming from.
We are seeing a character switch. Not from us, because you can't do that. Once you've gone in, you can't switch your character until you've been eliminated or come back again. But speaking of eliminated and come back again, Nazir is back. Not on Shulk, but on exactly what they expected, Game & Watch.
Ah, interesting.
So Nazir on Game & Watch, we can go in and see what costume he picks. What costume? What's your favorite Game & Watch color?
I don't know.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. That is a good one. It's very vibrant.
It is very. I think that's the one I like. Hey, Nazir.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it going? You can't respond.
he can't respond. I hope they watch it. You know, I hope he watches VOD and hear us say, hey.
Hey. That's the hospitality when you get on an Animal Crossing stage here. I really am interested to see how much work this Game & Watch can put in, but if you're not able to get in, it might not be much. Insignia doing a great job of putting on the pressure early here, already nearing 70%, surpassing it. Not able, is just barely able to make it to back to stage with the air dodge. Goes for the 9 out of down throw.
Stock now.
I mean, you know, when you could just get a free one,
I mean,
why not?
When you're this far behind as well, like relatively up till, oh my god, I forgot to like Game & Watches. Every time I see Nazir above Insignia, I've played against our friend Brad too much. I'm just expecting him to use Dare. Yeah. Every single time, I'm like, oh, he's just gonna approach with Dare, because that's all Brad does. Our friend Brad. That's all he does. But he's not doing that this time. He is playing smart, surprisingly.
That is the online Game & Watch player special. But Nazir not committing to that, but still ends up losing the stock here. It's just they've had so much trouble getting in here. You know, maybe now they're gonna finally start to get something here. Yep, able to hit the dash attack, I believe it was. No, that's the forward tilt.
That's F tilt, yeah.
At ledge. That is gonna secure the stock. 8 stocks to 9, now in favor of SNHU Blue, an inverse of where we were at this point last game. Now it's on SNHU to pick who they want to send out here to counter this Game & Watch pick and really bring this forward, because you know they want to end this quickly. They don't want to keep this extended for any longer than it has to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're going to try to send in... I'm just thinking of who you would want to... I mean, I feel like Sephiroth is still pretty good in here, right? The Sephiroth game up. Okay, I was right. Oh, maybe not. He stopped moving. We saw Thrig starting to move over, but turning around and stopping. It looks like the yellow game ended at the same time. Not ended, but the match they were in ended at the same time. And Hefe is coming in. So it's Incineroar coming in. Wait, no, he's turning around again. They're banning stages now.
They're just messing with you.
You know what I'm going to say? In terms of stage variety, we got to see one stock on Town and City, and I saw that the yellow game was happening on Kalos. I bet you were about to go see a 3-stock game on Pokemon Stadium.
Don't say those words to me, please. I like Kalos so much, but we don't see it.
Kalos is a cool stage.
Kalos is a cool stage. Kalos is a gorgeous stage too.
Yeah, you are Mr. Game Art. Mr. Game and Art.
I'm Mr. Game & Watch's 3D brother.
Have you seen that person? Okay, this is an awful topic to bring up on the stream, but it really doesn't matter. Have you seen that person who on Twitter who makes ship art of themselves and Mr. Game & Watch?
Why would you say that right now?
It's not. It's like normal. Like, I'm cooking dinner for Mr. Game & Watch. Like, we're getting married.
No, I
like,
haven't seen
like
that.
Have you not seen that?
No.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not?
No, I mean, it just like showed up on my Twitter feed. I don't know. I use Twitter a lot. I scroll quite a bit when I don't have anything else to do. Yes.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
It was like one of those people who's like, "Oh, my comfort character is Mr. Game & Watch. Here's us getting married."
like it's not the fact that that's not bad. It's just the fact that you brought it up apropos of almost nothing.
What do you want me to talk about right now? We talked about stages, and then you mentioned Mr. Game & Watch, and I was like, it's the only thing I could think of, Matt.
Maybe see how Sephiroth would deal with Game & Watch. Sorry, Incineroar.
See, I'm paying attention, even though I'm thinking about ship art of Mr. Game & Watch. We'll see if Incineroar... let's go into game. That was going to be bad if I let that one keep going. We are here in the third matchup of this set so far. One stock down on Nazir versus Incineroar. The taunt is out. We're in Battlefield. Hey, this is fine.
We are.
The stage is pretty.
Ooh, the multi-hits that Game & Watch can send out here, I don't think going to be super favorable when you have that revenge ready and ready to go. I believe it does end up dropping there, but really, El Jefe just has to find a way in, and then once that happens, gonna be in the driver's seat here.
I was gonna say, Chef does make side B pretty hard.
Oh, goodness.
Fire's not supposed to be super effective against Incineroar, but that time, with the berry, it definitely worked out. Side B, though, I mean, Game & Watch, pretty light. Great catch, actually, by El Jefe. just out of range on that up special, but Lariat able to come out faster than Game & Watch's other fastest option.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we saw how light Game & Watch is. I mean, at 122 into Incineroar, that's forward throw. That's not the kill throw.
No, it's
and
not.
That pops kill sparks there. Sets up Nazir at 145. A one move at ledge. That is going to take it, setting him up to 160%. Thought was going to go for the 9 there, but no, goes for the safer combo to build up some percent here. And yep, this is the value of Chef here. Great spacing. And into a character like Incineroar.
It did so much damage. That was like 50% or something. That was absurd.
Yeah, because
just from a Waffle House breakfast.
Because Incineroar really doesn't have any other way to approach stage here. It's going to do even more damage here because you're just going to keep getting caught by it. Finally able to make it back. That second hit of the up B is going to take the pressure off. El Jefe at 146 only has to take one more stock here.
Let's see. Oh, shielding that pressure has to get out of shield. If that last hit connected, it actually might have done it, but off the top, it's just been tough DI there. Really high percent, so that does make sense. Waiting to catch him, but approaching with the Nair is Game & Watch. Nazir trying to chase him off stage. Does he have jump? It looks like it doesn't matter. He got sent the other way, so stage control back in El Jefe's hands here. Trying to revenge something. Needs to approach through that bit. The hitbox of the Nair staying out, saving him there. Just gonna control these platforms. Doesn't really want to play above him though. Needs to find a way to get in, but Game & Watch's hitbox just make it so hard.
Yeah, very, very small, and has those projectiles that Incineroar really doesn't have a response to. You can see El Jefe's been trying to use the revenge when he's reading it coming through, but is able to get a little bit done there. That is a lot of pressure. You just have to get like one more good one. That is it. The star KO comes through. Again, SNHU Blue continuing to maintain that one stock lead here.
And coming in next for NEIT, I'm trying to think who it would be. I mean, it's unless they have more players on the roster, it's either going to be XEZ again, or we're going to see Board on the Shulk. Of Cloud, sorry.
I mean, I do think from what I saw, they do have more players rostered on their NECC page. Whether or not they intend to throw one of those into the fire at this point, I'm entirely unsure. A lot of teams will generally stick to their main core most of the time, and will only make switch-ups when necessary. So I really don't know if they're going to commit to swapping someone out here, but depending on the character pools that the rest of NEIT has in the bank here, might be a smart decision. I don't know, maybe you pull out the Sonic to try and take out the Incineroar, but...
Did you hear who they're sending in?
I did not.
It's a Sephiroth.
The Sephiroth trying to prove maybe that their Sephiroth is maybe putting in a little bit more work than Thrigs here, but it's gonna be a tall task.
I wonder if this is Board or if this is XEZ switching characters.
If it's Board, then Board has lived long enough to see themselves become the villain.
That's true. That's true. That last game was Board's canon event. It's like, oh, this character, the classic, like, oh, this character is so easy. Put me on it.
That's this character's DLC. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get it.
Cloud
DLC
was
div.
DLC too.
Yeah, but not in this game.
I mean, he was
when Cloud was DLC, he was busted.
Yeah.
Have you seen those hitboxes?
I watched so much Smash 4.
Exactly. You know what he lost.
It's funny. I watched so much Smash 4, and I still love looking back and like when someone gets hit by a move, it looks like they are a balloon losing air.
They're like getting hit through a big blob of jello.
Yes, that's what it looks like. They're like they get slammed by like the strong like triple turnaround Falcon punch, and they just go off stage. It's wild.
Yeah, turnaround Falcon punch with smash Monado.
Yeah,
like 999%.
Yeah,
they will take a gingerly breeze.
Like a piece
ride
of paper,
the wind.
A piece of paper lost in the winds.
Yeah,
Whereas in Ultimate, you get hit at like 150 and you just disappear.
Turn to powder.
Yes, actually.
It's so interesting. Like I said, to see how much the game has developed. Because again, especially between Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate mechanics, staying similar, but a lot of the specifics have changed. Let's see if NEIT are going to change up anything here. Running in with the Sephiroth.
No, it's Weird Guy.
It is Weird Guy. It's substitute here. You know, I respect it. I respect it here, but you have to try and bring back this lead here if you are Weird Guy. Only at a 1-stock deficit, so very much achievable, but you have to find your way in!
Oh! Okay.
Oh my.
And gets the revenge here. Tougher instant. I was about to say JV2, but I realized that I mean with Incineroar, like you kind of need to take a little damage to get your revenge charge. You know, you're gonna. No, saved by the Shadow Flare there. That Smash just angled in the wrong direction. Still, Hefe gonna have to play this really safe at this percent. Caught with the down tilt, actually with the grab there, setting him way off stage. Will he choose to edge guard? Just tries to go for the revenge, won't be able to get it there. And now down tilt from Sephiroth actually tries to get him up air, will not connect. Incineroar gains control here, gonna play on this platform just for a minute, try to space out, find opportunities to get in between some of Sephiroth's laggy options, but F-tilt does come out fast enough to make this work. Up smash though, doesn't have big enough of a hitbox to connect.
No, not quite. The wing is out, but I mean, you gotta find a way to get the pressure off. Seems to be able to do so, forcing El Jefe at ledge here, but
Grab again, side B again.
yeah, sometimes you just let it rip until it works. Going down low doesn't end up choosing to send out a hitbox there. That down smash has been very dangerous on shield, but does not connect, just not spaced quite close enough. Not again, Insignia, or El Jefe does not want to chase this too deep here. Wants to play safe, wants to try and secure the stock. That's gonna do it. Don't even need the super aggressive, strong hit there at that percentage. Sephiroth is going bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, Incineroar can easily cheese a
Stock.
stock like that one. A stock like that one.
That's right. I will say, this is the coolest win screen in the entire game.
Now I'm thinking about it. I think it could be.
What's the other contender? Like Joker?
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was going to say.
I mean, like, Joker's cool.
There's also, you have to put some respect on the Minecraft Steve build a house on him.
Okay, yeah, well, that's not cool. That's funny.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We're talking two separate categories here.
Okay, yes.
We talk funny, that's top one.
Also top up there, the Bowser Jr. stance.
Oh,
When he's
true.
stanced up like this,
You
no
say
matter
that 'cause
what
you're a Bowser
Koopaling,
Jr. player.
we literally used to all go, when I got
we
that
would,
win
we
screen.
would.
Always.
We would. That is true. That is real and factual.
Because it's just so silly.
It is silly.
There's also the, I don't know, is this one even still in the game, the one where Luigi just like falls over like this?
Do
you know what I'm
sure
talking
it
about,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's one of his taunts too, right? Or was that
I don't-
a Smash 4 thing? Am I completely
I
losing my
don't
mind?
know.
I don't know. I could be losing my mind.
I just don't remember. I don't play Luigi. That is like not my speed.
You're not gonna believe this. Me neither.
So I'm pretty sure this is going to be Falco coming in. It's Crust. Again, if the reaction to his Rob was as bad as you said it was, then this is probably Crust coming in on Falco.
They were. The peanut gallery was heckling whenever Rob was in the lobby. At least in the hands of Truss.
But it looked fine. The Rob looked good. The Rob was cooking. I distinctly remember being like, oh, Crust's Rob was pretty good.
I mean, it was cooking, but you know,
It was cooking and the food was seasoned. It was just good.
I don't know what their reasons were. There's a reason why I sit here. I'm not going to question their peer pressure decisions.
Actually, I should probably ask really quick for an update for stream. Duffy, how is the Smash Yellow game going? It's over. Oh, it was Fisher. Okay. Oh, we lost 2-0 to Fisher, but we got them down to 4 stocks.
That is.
Thank you.
That is no small task.
That's more than Blue took.
I think so.
I think so. Well, 4 stocks. That's actually exactly how many NEIT have left. 1 stock left for Weird Guy here in could be his last stand. It is Rob. I shouldn't have. I was confidently wrong again.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Calvin won't see it.
Calvin wants it. You're right. You're right. Surely he's not watching right now. If he is, he just gifted a gyro to the Sephiroth very kindly. Just here you go, man.
Yeah.
We'll see Chris's Rob. I know. Now I have been gassing it up. I've said it was cooking. We have to see if this is the case. We are just seeing nair after nair. He's just inspired after the Zomba Genesis win.
I suppose potentially. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the swap, but I guess time will tell. We've seen so much of Crus's Falco that changing from it feels a little strange, but you know, maybe he's got the forbidden matchup knowledge. Maybe wants to play into whatever they expect the NEIT Tigers want to send in next, but you do have to take this stock here. Racking up a lot of percent early here, but I mean, Sephiroth is so light that one good hit from Rob might end up killing at this percent, depending on the stage position.
Sure, if he gets a smash attack, it absolutely could, or even a high up catch with up air, because that attack is really powerful.
Oh, absolutely, so much more powerful than it maybe should be here. But Weird Guy staying in it, forces Crus off stage here. That is a nice grab, sent into the 50-50. Ends up winning. Does Weird Guy. Has to find a way in, has to find a way to take this stock here to try and mount some kind of comeback. That back air is going to do it.
Combined with the hit from the gyro, that was actually really well done, but up air will not kill. Great survival DI there. Will he? Okay, tries to catch him with the downer. Not going to do it. Reflects the gyro, though, and that still doesn't do. Almost got the snipe there with it as well. Just wants to catch him with a strong option. Both of them roll in, but Sephiroth can act just a little bit earlier. Trying to put out some strong hitboxes on the ledge. Dash attack. Crus has to recover high, but goes a little too high. This is the same way the last game ended. You got to watch these, buddy. Find out the angles. Sephiroth wants to be covering.
Yeah, no, absolutely. At 146, I mean, you're not long for this world anymore, right? Like, you just have to get caught by something. But Weird Guy is clutching it out. Already has Crus at 65%, putting on a lot of pressure at ledge. Gets caught by the nair. Is still surviving somehow, some way, but that back air at ledge, that is gonna finally do it. I want to point out, I don't know if it got caught by our mics. I hope it did, but I don't think it did. It sounded like a Wii Sports game over from the console.
It did.
Every time the kill spark showed up, it was
oh. It was exactly. I wish I hope they can do that. It's like when I go to bowl, when I let it go and I just drop the ball straight backwards, and the whole crowd's just oh.
I can't do a full spin with how the cable is right now. I was fully ready to commit to the bit, but unfortunately, I am bound by wires.
That's fine. And you know what? You're hiding the wire. We just had to yell at Madhav about that earlier today.
This is just like the Matrix.
Please elaborate.
I'm constrained by wires. That's the plot of the Matrix, right?
Oh, that's. Have you seen the Matrix by chance? You have?
Yes.
All three?
Not all three.
Why not?
I don't have the attention span for movies.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're on TikTok.
Why'd you say that with so much venom?
Because it was funny. I don't know. I'm actually not. I've managed to avoid it. No ill will to the platform, but I've managed to avoid it so far.
That sounds like ill will towards the platform.
I don't know if that is ill will.
I am going to put words in your mouth. I'm going to speak on your behalf.
I don't like that. That's my anti-improv. That's my no but. No yes and here.
There was not a but at the end of that. That was just a no.
It was just a hard no. That was a no, period. That's what I've given you.
That's
my knuckle hit my ring. That hurt actually kind of bad. This is the problem with having metal on my hand at all times. It just it kind of hurts.
Yeah. Look at all the problems you have in a loving marriage. Woe is you.
Woe is me.
Woe is you. You certainly better hope that your wife is not watching now.
No, I love my wife. What do you mean?
There you go. I just had to get that out of you.
Have I ever made you believe otherwise?
No.
Thank you.
I just had to make sure that it was said on the record.
You know what? I hope Emma's watching right now because the game is ready to go. We can hop right in to what could be their last stand. It's board on the cloud again. Crus has to jump, but still, after the 2 stocks left for him, and then either Steven or Thrigs.
Dude,
left.
how are you going to deal with gyro when you're already at a stock disadvantage? And, I mean, Cloud's recovery is Cloud's recovery.
I mean, simply by spacing as well as Board is doing right now, I would say. Avoiding a lot of the options from Rob. Cross actually rolling in and somehow getting a combo off of that, but not getting the pivot on the laser, so not going to follow up there. Playing just off the stage, waiting for something, but here Limit now might be used to catch Cross's recovery, still shielding that. Keeps him alive, going for a down tilt reset here into the side B that won't kill at this percent, but actually sniping him.
That's going to kill.
Does he have double jump? He has double
No, he does have the jump.
Yeah.
Does not get hit by the down air. Is able to catch Cross out with the hit on that up B. And, I mean, Board, it seemed dead to rights, but was able to make it back first. Very, very strong play from them here with Limit almost up again. I was gonna say might be able to make something happen with it, but no, gets caught with the up air, and like you said earlier, that is one of Rob's stronger moves in the kit.
Yep. Rob has a lot of very strong moves. I mean, his downside is just that he's big, right? Like, he can get poked through shield if he's not careful. Like,
Yeah.
his shield just isn't an option he really wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's the major downside of Rob is just the hitbox, but most of his moves are fairly strong in what I have seen anyway. That forward aerial is going to send Cross flying, only has one stock left, has to take two here. This limit break might end up doing a lot here, gets caught by the last hit of Cross Slash.
That's just one hit, 14 damage. Cross trying to control this edge. I mean, trying to really deny the approach angles for Cloud. I think the problem is just that Cloud wants to approach from the angles that Rob forces you to approach from.
Yeah, it's such a struggle because you don't really have any way to get in super easily, and that's going to secure the kill. Again, that's just the Cloud recovery. It's not good, to put it simply.
He's actually, here, I don't know if you're picking those up. He was catching his gyro in midair, trying to set up for a combo, but not able to do it. Gyro stopped actually by that, but now going for something. That's the side B. It's will get off the side. Yes, what a way to end that one off. He's standing up in the room, turning around.
He is popping off
Quietly
to his
in a
fellow,
room.
Just to flex on his fellow Smash Blue members, saying, "Look at me, I have done it. I hit the side B off stage, and it killed." I know that when Crust was pulling out the Rob for the first little stint, that was kind of a part of the issue that I think SNHU Blue were having. But yeah, no, running it back really well there. SNHU looking even stronger in game 2, ends off the set here. That is a very, very strong win at this point in the season. Like you said, with how compressed NECC Smash Bros is, every win matters so much.
Yeah, if you want to get a good seed in playoffs, you have to beat everyone but Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher is kind of.
What am I gonna say? You gotta beat everyone but Fisher. And you could try to beat Fisher, but
Fisher is like the inverse of a bye. Quite frankly, they're just so good.
Yeah,
they have so much stacked talent. I mean, we've seen year after year after year. They're so strong, and probably gonna be facing off again in
later in the playoffs. But right now, I do want to talk about NEIT because I feel like for a team, I mean, like, again, just for, I don't want to reference Fisher again, we'll talk about them, but like, you see the names on that team and you're like, oh, I literally know all of those players.
Right.
I don't know a single player in NEIT.
Right.
And I think they were playing really impressively.
Yeah, no, it was very competitive the whole way.
Yep.
The whole way through.
And these are all, I mean, they're playing against all power ranked players from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Small state, but
it's a small state, but it's such a competitive one. I mean, we saw the turnout at GSG.
Yep.
I really think that this region is so much more competitive than anybody gives it credit for.
52 players, but one by a New Hampshireite.
All I'm saying, we're kind of good at this video game.
What? I can't go any further. That's the furthest I can go.
I was trying to see if I could pull something else out there, make you go even further, a bit further to the bit, but unfortunately not able to.
It's okay. I don't need it. I can't commit that much more to the bit.
Fair enough. It is only the start of the week, however, so we do have plenty more happening. I believe League of Legends tomorrow.
Yes.
We have NECC
At
Overwatch. 8:30.
8:30 for League of Legends
Heard.
tomorrow.
Keep that, mark your calendars. We have Overwatch on Thursday. That's going to be a good match.
That game's late. That game's at 9.
Well,
Sorry.
okay.
West Coast team.
Fair enough. That is the nature of competition. And then Friday, I believe we are also covering Overwatch, unless that is changing.
Yes. 8 o'clock.
And we also have Never Hold Back this Saturday. But before we get too deep into that, I would like to shout out our player of the match.
I don't know who it is.
I'd give you a drum roll, but at the end of the matches here,
Yes.
as I was saying, we do have
Run me through the matches one more time.
one more time.
Actually, before you do, I'm going to do something else because people who are watching Smash, I'm going to plug some stuff.
Okay.
Duffy didn't walk. He Duffy checked. He looked like he wanted across the camera.
He did.
So, reminders for Smash players here. Monday, Let's Play Games and Collectibles on Hooksett Road. Just Google it. I don't know the number. Radiant Saga, one of the 2 locals in New Hampshire. Friday, on SNHU campus, like around 7 p.m. Free entry if you're a SNHU student. Live free or DI. That is the... Oh, I thought Jess was putting something up on stream next to me for some reason because I thought he was gesturing to me. Those are the 2 locals you can go to if you want to play Smash locally. There's also our monthly Granite State Grind. Also, right here. Not free entry if you're a SNHU student, but you should come watch anyway. It's on the 2nd floor of the dining hall. Those are the Smash events. What about the SNHU events, Matt?
Outside of that, we have plenty more on the docket here. Obviously, we have Wednesday, League of Legends night, 8:30 tomorrow.
Yep.
So mark your calendars. As I said, we do have NECC Overwatch Legends. Your team.
My team.
Your team.
It's crazy.
So we are going to see that as well on Thursday. I believe you said 9 p.m. And we're going to see even more Overwatch on Friday.
At
So
8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. So if you
Pearl versus St. Joseph's.
if you need even more Overwatch, we got you covered there too.
Marked all
And,
3.
I know I'm getting a little bit Super Smash Bros. Ultimated out. So
That was a word.
if you
got
want
it
to
out.
get a little bit more of a traditional fighting game, we have that covered for you too. Saturday, Never Hold Back. Going to be running a double bracket here.
Yes.
Not only Street Fighter 6, but Tekken 8 as well. That game, I'm sorry, I don't have it yet. I want it. It looks so hype. I cannot wait to see how these players are
Yes.
able to make things happen here.
Street Fighter 6 at 2. Tekken 8 at 5. I'm just the time guy today. Just letting everyone know.
Apparently.
I am the keeper of time.
But yeah, a very, very busy week
Down here in the Connection
on
Esports.
the schedule. Indeed, it is. And you're going to want to stay tuned to all of our social media pages so that you don't miss a single minute of it. Obviously, follow us here on Twitch, our Twitter, our Instagram, our Discord. Join them, follow them, turn your notifications on. You don't want to miss any of it. It's been a big semester so far, and as we get closer and closer to playoffs, The action is only starting here. Keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be a good one. And with that,
Oh.
In this match, Steven still holding on to the lead at 100.